Hello guys, today I'm going to show you a school management system which is based on international standards. It's not that a big project, but it's a simple school management system you can use as a standalone. It can work offline, don't need internet at all. This school management system is accessed via localhost. You simply click the setup, then it will open a web browser, then you log in. So here, these are the features of this school management system. It's got features to add students and also enrollments. It's got fees collection, attendance register, grades in the report cards. It's got library management and role-based access. So here you click on staff login. Right. This is the dashboard of the school management system. So before you move on with the setup of the school management system, you need to go to the settings. That's the first thing you have to do before you do anything. You need to set up the school name. That is the school information. You put the school name here. You select type. Is it a secondary school, a primary school, a combined school, or a college? Then you put the registration number of that school. If you don't need the information, you can leave it as blank. Then you select the country. Can you see that? This school management system, you can use it wherever you are. You can select under the countries that are listed. If your country is not listed, you can click other. Then you go to the region or state. You can type the region where you are. Then you type the term, the current term you are, then the current year. Then you type the current in based on your country. As you can see here, there are a lot of currency options you can choose. If you want to choose for the South African rand, you can go for that. Then you save. As you can see here, it has written settings saved. Now, this is crucial now. Before you can even move on again, you need to make sure that you set user accounts to add users, but this one is optional. Now on the subjects, you need to add subjects according to your school. Those subjects that are available at your school, you can simply click add subject, then you add new subject here, and then you save. Here now is the issue where most of people may find it so hard, but it's so simple. You just need to understand the payroll levies, because remember, this school management system has got some payroll features whereby all those students that are not students as such, all those employees that are employed by the school, they can have the information appear on the payroll. So here you click on the payroll levies. As you can see here, there are default countries: Zimbabwe, Kenya, Nigeria, Ghana, South Africa, and Uganda. In this case, by default, we are in a Zimbabwean levy configuration. So here, what does this income tax basket means? In this case, we are saying someone who is getting a salary of 400. Let's make it clear. This one, let me use the Zimbabwean type. We are saying that someone who is getting a salary up to $100 does not pay any levy, does not pay any tax. Now, if someone is earning $500, which means is going to be taxed 20%. Can you see that? Anyone who is getting up to 1,000, 25%, up to 2,000, 30%, up to 5,000, 35%, and any amount more than 5,000, that percent is going to be taxed 40% rate. These are the standards payroll tax brackets that are there, that are available in Zimbabwe. Then here you can even add a basket. Now, other statutory levies. Remember, here above we simply told the system that any person who gets paid $100 or less is not eligible to pay for tax. Now we go down here. That's where we list all those levies that are available in your country. The levies that are available in Zimbabwe, we can start with this AIDS levy. Then the type. What is the type of this? This one is based on percentage of payee. Percentage of pay as you earn as an employee. Then what is the rate? $3, 3%, not $3 as such. This is 3%. There's no cap here. NASA, this one is based on the gross, percentage of the gross. Then what is the rate? That is 4.5%. The cap, that is 4.5%. Then ZimDef levy is based on the percentage of the gross profit, the gross net that you earn. It's 1%, no net cap. Terms and the neck, based on your gross, you can add a new levy. Now, as you can see here, it's written tax-free threshold USD in amount, which means that that's where the concept of $100 came in, where we said that any person who is getting paid $100 and less is not going to be taxed. Then you can save. Let's check again on the, let's choose maybe South Africa. You'll see that the income tax brackets will change. Can you see that? In South Africa, they are saying any person who earn $400 or less is not eligible for tax. Can you see that? So if you save settings, the setting has been saved. Now we go to the dashboard of the system. Can you see that? The dashboard, it shows a total number of students, it shows total number of employees or staff, a total number of books that are in the library or those that are borrowed. Here it shows the outstanding fees owed by the students. Here, this is the attendance register for today. When you click on that state attendance register, it means that you can see that today the attendance, the whole school was maybe 50%, or it was 90%, or it was 100%. This is just a quick menu whereby students by class, it shows all number of students that are available in each class. Here it shows the number of those who are owing the school. Here it shows the type of payment methods that were used: mobile money, cash, debit card, or bank transfer. Here it shows the recent payment of those who paid fees. Now we go to students. Here on the students, you can even search the student. You can search the student. If you just type E, as you can see here, we can search the student, and then you can edit the student. You can edit the student in case the student has changed address, or in case the student is now on medical conditions, you can add on that. Now you can, that's where you add the student. The add student, you are adding a new student in the database. The new student who just enrolled today, you need to use the add student button. Then if that student already exists in the system, that's when you use the edit button student. You can delete the student, but deleting the student, it does not make sense. You can delete, but it does not make sense if you delete a student, unless if you made an error. It's through capturing data, but you don't have to delete. I will always advise you edit that information. Now on staff, you can add, you can set the staff, you can add staff, you can edit the staff. As you can see here, if the staff maybe has attained a certain level of qualification, you can add it here. If the staff is now was employed by the school and now employed by the government, you can click on edit government. Here are the subjects. That's where if the teacher or the staff has changed the subjects that he or she was teaching, you can change here and edit. You click new subjects based on that staff or based on that teacher. You go to classes, you do the same. As you can see here, it shows the total number of students that are supposed to be in that class. Here there are 45 students, so it shows the number of students. So this bar shows the number of students. So if there are 44 or 45 students, it will show a full bar. Then this is where you assign the teacher. You can assign the teacher. As you can see here, there's no class teacher. You can say Joseph Okafor, and then room number 4 we save. Can you see now Joseph Okafor is now reflecting on the class. It shows who is the teacher and where is that teacher going to teach those children. Is it in room 1 or room 5? You can add new class. In case you've come up with a new class, you can add and assign a teacher as well. Attendance, that's where you can mark the register. As you can see here, we've got students, the sample students of Chewei and Fatima. You can say maybe Fatima was absent here. Then if you save here, you can see if you view records, classes, you select this one, it will show that Fatima was present, but Chen was absent. Can you see all that? The attendance report, it will always show the attendance report in form 1. You check here, let's say May. If you generate the report, it will show you that we have got a certain number of students. This student was present once and was absent once. Was he late? Total days he came to school. If he came to school maybe 100 days out of 200, which means here the attendance will be 50%. That's where you can follow up all your students. Then grades and results. This is where you can grade your students after they have written exams. You can select the class you are teaching or you are grading, then you select the subject, you select the term, the year. We are in 2026. Then here the student, maybe let's say he got 88% in accounting, and this other student got 66% in accounting. Then we save the record. The same student again, the same students. Then in biology, maybe this, let's say 84, then this one 68, then we save. The same students again, we go to chemistry. Maybe let's say here the student got 96. Here the student got 100%. Then we save. Then let's go again. We want to choose maybe 5 subjects. We go to English. the student got 96 again. Then here the student got 56. Then we save. Now let's see the results. We select the class, that is form 1. Can you see that? So this system is going to average almost everything. Then it will also going to give the overall grade based on that student. Now if you go to the report cards, you can see that each and every student, who is the student now? Let's say Chen Wei, that's the student, right? Then we term 1, then we generate PDF. Now can you see this? This is the report for the student. The student is doing 4 subjects. These are the score. Then the grades, you can put remarks if you want. Then the average score is 91. The overall grade is A, subjects 4. You can print this document. Now we move on to the timetable. You can set the timetable again like this. As you can see that here you can add timetable. Maybe let's say add period. As you can see here, you can add new period based on the timetable you want. Now on fees and billing, you can now select a student. If the student wants to pay fees, let's say Chen. Once you select, here we selected Emma Johnson, then we select the student again here this side so that we see where the student is owing. We select Emma Johnson. Can you see that the student is owing us a 50 rand? Where is this 50 rand coming from? It's owing us a sports levy, it's owing us examination fee, it's owing us a library fee. Now the student, let's say the student have paid. You select the levy type, the fee type. Can you see that? Examination, then we say 25. Can you see that? Paid via cash. Then we want to update the system so that the student shows that yes, paid. Here we said she get 50% credit. Now when we say paid, if you come back again to the student, you find that the student is, where is the student? This is Emma Johnson, this is Chui, Emma Johnson here, Emma Johnson, then Emma Johnson. Can you see that now? The student is now owing only $25 instead of 50. This is how the system works. Then on fees record, it shows all those students that have paid, and we can check the receipts. You can download the receipt. The receipt is already downloaded, then you can print. The fee structure, that's where you set the fee structure for each term. Then you can see the defaulters, all those who are owing the school. Then on the expense, here on the expense, it shows the total expense for the school this month, the transactions. You can record a new expense, and you can do almost everything. Now on the payroll, let's say you have the payroll, want to generate payroll for May. Now can you see that once you click generate payroll for a certain period, it will show all the levies that were taxed or that were implemented during the month. So here it will show that the employee, if you check here, the payroll is showing almost every person, including those teachers that are on government payroll. But in this case, once you select that teacher is on government payroll, it won't show any deductions or it won't show any payslip. So here, first of all, let's say we mark the page, we check again. Let's say we want to pay this one. Then we finalize. We have paid our employees that are employed by the school. Then on payroll history, it shows that it's still in draft stage. We haven't implemented because there are some of the information. There are some people who are not paid, like this one. One employee is not paid, 2 paid, 3 staff. Then we go to the set up now. We said this head is not employed by the school, it's employed by the government. Can you see now? Everything is disabled. You cannot see the payslip of that headmaster because the headmaster is already being paid by the government. But this one now is employed by the school. If you can click here, you can see the payslip. Can you see that? Basically, this is how the payslip will look like for the employee that is employed by the school. Then you go to the library. On the library here, you can see you can add a book, you can issue a return, you can issue a book, you can check the books that are overdue for return. Then on the reports, you can see financial statements, but this information, the whole information is only visible to the admin and the bursar. The teacher cannot see all this information, is not allowed to access the information because some of the information is sensitive, is private. So only the administrators and the bursar has the access to sensitive information, especially the information for making payments. Can you see that? So you can backup here. You can download the backup. Once you download backup, and you can save the backup file in your USB. Here the system was showing almost all the activities that we were doing. If you check here, can you check that? We went to the settings, we logged in, went to the settings, the attendance, the grades, we changed it up, we fixed a payment from Emma. You can see almost everything is being recorded. So with this payment, with this school management system, all the information is recorded. So in case we want to log out as admin, then we can now log in as teacher. Let's say teacher, that's the username for teacher 1. Then we say teach 1, 2, 3. Now the teacher 1 also has to set on password before moving forward. Okay, please choose one more secure password. The password is not secure, so let me try to make it secure by adding some special characters. Now, can you see what I was talking about? Here you can see that the dashboard is only visible for that teacher. The teacher has got total students of 3. The teacher has got only one class. Students in his class who have paid, there are only 3. Then overdue, new, and everything. Can you see that? Can you see the difference? As I was saying that, here if you check the menu for the teacher and the menu for the admin, they are different. That's what I was referring there on the user based. The teacher can only access this information. For students, the teacher cannot add the students in his or her class because the students are allocated to him or her by the admin or the bursar. Cannot add that, can only view the students that are in his or her class. Now classes, the teacher can only can you see this? Can only view, as I said, the class will only show the number of students that are in his class, can only show a grade. Then on attendance, that's where this teacher can now mark the attendance based on the student. Then on grade and results, the teacher can now grade. If you go here on grade entry, the teacher can now grade the students that are in his class. So it's either the teacher or the admin or the bursar can grade. Then on the timetable, it's either also the admin or the bursar or the teacher can add. Then there's library. The teacher can issue books, can add book, can issue returns or return some books. But the teacher has got no settings here. The teacher has got no settings. No settings at all. The teacher has got limited functions. Only the admin has got all the functions that are available to access this school management system. So in short, this is the school management system that I have created. You can find the link in the description. You can like the video. You can even contact me. I will leave my details in the video description below. Thank you for watching. We meet again in the next video.